problem with cultural appropriation comes from dominant groups borrowing from marginalized groups who face oppression or have been stigmatized for their cultural practices throughout history. Like cornrows. I mean, anyone can wear their hair in cornrows, but Black people still face stigmas for wearing them along with perfectly natural hairstyles like braids and locks.
So let me get this straight. People unjustly tell you what you can and can't wear, so your reaction is to do the same to other people, to other innocent people? I mean, that sounds pretty damn hypocritical, don't you think? Watch this following video. It shows you exactly what cultural appropriation does. Do you got some scissors? Do you hear this crap? She wants to cut his hair because he's borrowing from her culture, apparently. This is the same unjust crap you were just complaining about. I swear, social justice warriors' rules are made purely from emotion. And thinking from emotion and not logic just creates chaos.
You're saying that I can't have a hairstyle because of your culture? Why?
Because it's my culture.
Well, you know what, bitch? Universities were created by Europeans, so I guess by your logic, you're not allowed to be at this university. See how fucked up that sounds? Yeah, that's chaos. You're trying to create chaos. And you know if they had their way, they would enforce this all by law, which would create a world I wouldn't want to live in.
Dude, go. You have no right to tell me what I can not get. Huh? Yo, girl, stop touching me right now. Yo, girl, stop touching me.
Wearing her culture's hairstyle is bad apparently, but assaulting another person isn't. This shows you just how backwards and fucked up social justice warriors are.
Right now. Get off of me.
Come back. You put your hands on me, don't worry.
Really? I saw her assaulting him, not the other way around. What the hell? To me, it just seems like social justice warriors just want to bitch and complain, period. And they don't care how they do it.
Like, you make some shit because of what the hair I have? That's no reason, yo. I don't need your disrespect. I don't need your disrespect.
Why are you filming this?
Just for everyone's safety.
You just got turned into a meme, bitch. Anyways, let's get back to the original video.
There are even companies and schools that prohibit these natural hairstyles. People have actually been fired for wearing braids.
We don't think this is fair, so let's harass people over the same reason.
Meanwhile, fashion models and celebs like Kylie Jenner get praised for wearing cornrows. And that's the main point. One group is being penalized by
Haha, penal.
institutions for wearing natural hairstyles, while the other is called edgy and stylish for doing the exact same thing.
That's because Hollywood is in the market for being hip and stylish, while other jobs are in the market for looking professional. Businesses are not out of line. Their actions actually make perfect sense.
I'm doing it because I think it's beautiful and exotic. I'm just showing appreciation for the culture.
Imitation is the highest form of flattery.
Look, it's great that you find another group's culture beautiful, but in order to show you truly love it, you need to have respect and understanding.
In other words, no culture could copy another culture, which is fucking stupid.
Take, for example, tribal tattoos. The Maori of New Zealand have facial tattoos with deep family meaning and cultural significance. But fashion designer Jean-Paul Gaultier used the tattoos in ads to sell sunglasses.
That monster, how dare he? Seriously, I don't get how this hurts you at all. At all. To say this harms somebody, you need to demonstrate how this is harmful, and this is just something you haven't done yet, and something you will continue to fail to do.
That's a perfect example of cultural appropriation. No matter how much the designer liked the look, he stripped the tattoo of all of its cultural meaning just to sell a product.
I just see somebody infamize and popularize someone else's culture and making it seem really cool and flattering it. I don't see how any of this is harmful.
Now, if you really appreciate something, you should respect it instead of assuming you can use it however you want.
Bitch, it's a free country. You could dress however the fuck you want. And you, the thought police, can't do shit about it. Just get over it. You're just an authoritarian bitch who wants to control everybody. That's the problem.
Well, I don't find it offensive, and I asked someone from that culture and they said it was okay. Well, it's not your culture that's being disrespected, so sure, you don't find it offensive. And if you know someone from that background who doesn't mind your tattoo, costume, or whatever, that's cool. But remember that one person doesn't speak for all members of that community.
Oh no, you mean I might offend somebody? Oh no. Seriously, what's the harm of me doing something that somebody else finds distasteful? Oh no, I might trigger them. Who gives a fuck? And maybe instead of trying to control everybody's thoughts and actions, maybe you should just stop being such a pussy.
Whatever, fashion, art, film, music always borrows from other sources. Plus, it doesn't hurt anyone.
Exactly. If it doesn't hurt anybody, who gives a shit?
Sure, cultural exchange has been going on since the beginning of time. But exchange is mutual and needs to be done respectfully. A couple of years ago, Katy Perry did a geisha-themed performance with Japanese women dancing in the background. Not only was it super stereotypical, her outfit wasn't even from the right country.
OMG. That just got me super triggered.
The Japanese American Citizens League said it best. The thoughtless costuming and dance routines by Katy Perry played carelessly with stereotypes in an attempt to create a Japanese aesthetic. And that kind of crushes the idea that appropriation is harmless.
Still haven't explained how it's harmful.
You're just trying to tell everyone what to think. Hello, thought police.
Exactly.
Have you ever heard of the First Amendment? Nobody's telling you what to think, wear, or say.
What the hell are you talking about? Yes, you are.
Marginalized people can't stop you from doing your thing, even if they wanted to. But if you think you have the right to use any cultural tradition just cause, that's where you get into oppressive territory. And if you genuinely don't care if someone is hurt by your appropriation, that's just crappy.
You still haven't explained how this imitation is harmful, so I'm going to take this imitation as flattery.
So because I'm white, I'm automatically racist.
Yes, this is exactly what they want. Yes.
And if I wear this clothing, I'm even more racist?
Yes, according to social justice warriors, everything makes you racist.
This isn't about beating up on white people. Anyone can appropriate elements of marginalized cultures. Heck, Pharrell even made the mistake of wearing a Native American headdress on the cover of Elle magazine.
And you know what the funny thing is? I bet Native Americans didn't even complain about that. It was people like you. It was social justice warriors being offended on their behalf.
And after getting some much-deserved flack, he actually issued an apology.
That's really sad that he was forced to do that.
If Chinese people wear blue jeans, aren't they appropriating my culture? Or what about black girls wearing blonde weaves? Or how about speaking English? Okay, this is a tough one. Assimilation and appropriation aren't the same thing. Marginalized people conforming to standards set by dominant, or in this case, Western cultures, is often a means of survival.
Survival? So black people are forced to wear blonde weaves and other people are forced to wear blue jeans? Are you fucking kidding me? No, what you're doing is trying to treat this like the game. You get to set the rules, but only you could break them. The game is rigged, ladies and gentlemen. And what is the game rigged to do? To make it so social justice warriors can be offended about something.
When your cultural heritage is looked down on, often people change or hide things about themselves in order to be accepted by majority culture. For example, there are schools where students have been punished or even suspended for speaking Spanish or indigenous languages. So there are people who are literally being forced to assimilate or else.
Yep, you better wear a fucking blonde weave and blue jeans next time I see you, or else I'm gonna get you. Is that how the world works? Oh, wait. No, it isn't.
So it's not really a fair comparison. So you're saying I should never enjoy another culture? That's not fair. Not at all. For example, say you're invited to an Indian wedding and you're not Indian. Wearing a traditional sari or getting henna would be a great example of cultural exchange.
Who's to say that's okay, but the other things aren't? Who's making up the rules here? Oh, a bunch of social justice warriors. Oh, great. So basically what you're saying is a small group of people should control all my thoughts and actions. I don't think that's right. I think people should be able to wear whatever the fuck they want to wear and do whatever the fuck they want to do, as long as it doesn't harm anybody else.
You're being invited to participate and enjoy the culture instead of just picking and choosing parts of it for yourself.
Because damn you if you make your own decisions.
You can also travel, take cooking classes, read books, listen to music, and visit museums if you really want to learn about and enjoy other cultures.
Just don't you dare dress like them. Guys, seriously, if social justice warriors had their own way, they would make this a law. And do you have any idea how fucking chaotic that would be? A world where nobody could borrow from other people's cultures unless they happen to be a social justice warrior?
Here's the thing. Cultural appropriation is about a privileged group misrepresenting and disrespecting marginalized cultures. The originators rarely get credit, but always deal with the consequences. The goal isn't to shame you out of wearing or enjoying certain things, but listening to the people from the culture you're interested in shows you have a genuine love, respect, and understanding for something that's not your own.
Bitch, I do what I want.